is my favorite place to come and shoot. But if you look at the clouds, there's like a lot of them because we're supposed to get a snowstorm today. We had, no, snowstorm, it's July. A rainstorm today. We had a little bit of rain today. We're getting a rainstorm tomorrow and on Sunday. And I'm from Texas, so I love the rain. Today we're gonna talk about my car. First, let me move my car because the lighting in here, they didn't. I can never find this thing. Let's talk about this thing. Note this is a good video, not a bad review on Subaru. I love this car. Let's go.
I work hard for my ends. At times I gotta repent. Just got paid, now it's spent. Just got laid, now she vent. Call out sick, now we bend.
I have had this lovely thing for like 4 months now. I haven't done anything like performance-wise to the car. It does have a catback exhaust. This is an ETS Extreme catback aftermarket wing. I didn't put this on there. Please don't come after me. But I have done one performance part. For those that don't know anything about Subarus, the 2015 and up model year has the FA20 engine, boxer engine, 4-cylinder. I think it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with a turbo. This might be hard to see, but the turbo is down and that's hot. It's down right there. Since owning this car, it has been extremely reliable. It's been a great car. I've loved every second of it, and I actually think I'm going to keep it for a very long time. When you buy, so these stock WRXs come with a bypass valve. This car did not, however. I bought this car with a Turbo Smart blow-off valve and the exhaust that's on it. I sold that blow-off valve it made some really like awesome sounds and some great noises. I've heard things about blow-off valves, and to be honest, like my boost numbers, I was only peaking like 18 pounds of boost. So I did some research and I sold that blow-off valve to get a Boomba bypass valve. I don't even think you can see it, but the bypass valve is down in there, and it's a red little thing, and it controls where the boost goes, like the excess boost. So I bought a Boomba bypass valve. I think it was like $300 bucks, I believe, and the boost numbers have been insane. Let me show you. There's a control right here, and you can look at your boost gauge. So as you can see, I peaked at 21.1 pounds of boost. To put this into perspective on how much more that is than the Turbo Smart blow-off valve that I had on, did get 19, and that was the most I ever peaked at with the blow-off valve was 9. However, the blow-off valve sounds so nice, but I wanted more boost. I wanted a little bit more power. And the sounds that this bypass valve makes, please don't make the same mistake I made though. When you buy a Boomba bypass valve, they say, even on the YouTube videos that they have made, that it makes a noise, and it's a flutter noise. It makes a flutter noise. The noise gets louder when you have an intake. You can hear it, but you can only barely hear it AC and sound off when you don't have an aftermarket intake. So I have a stock airbox, stock intake. You can still hear the noise. In fact, I'll show you guys when I am done here. You can still hear the bypass valve make that noise, which is like a flutter. But just so you know, when you get an intake, that flutter noise is crystal clear. It's like having a blow-off valve, but it's not the turbo surging. It's the actual bypass valve. As advertised and said by Boomba, it's just the bypass valve. That is literally the only thing that I don't like about the Boomba bypass valve. But since getting the bypass valve, I get way more constant boost numbers. I peaked at 21.1. That might have been a spike in boost, but the boost numbers are constant. I constantly get 20 pounds of boost, over 20, 19 pounds of boost. It's like easy, because the bypass valve holds the boost instead of sending it out into the atmosphere. Should I recommend getting a Boomba bypass valve? And yes, I do, because when you combine a Boomba bypass valve with a tune and an intake, you get more power, you get that sound, and I actually do believe bypass valves are better for your turbo. Don't quote me on that. The link to the Boomba bypass valve will be down below in the YouTube description. I definitely recommend it. Absolutely love this weather. Cold, windy, stormy weather is my favorite.